All right, welcome to the Victors Nation show. I am your host, Jason Robinson. With me, Derek McCarty, Dre Fame, back from PTO. Love it. Like, comment, and subscribe. You're so on PTO last week. Like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for free. Also, follow us and listen to our Spotify and Apple podcasts if you missed the hot action tonight. So, real quick, I also wanted to add another topic tonight. Derek knows a little bit about this, but does anyone know of anybody that dropped their fucking keys in a storm drain?
Ooh.
Nobody? Nobody?
I know of one person.
Didn't have to didn't have to go didn't have to go across town to get them. Have you ever been in that situation? Comment. I'd love to hear about it. Derek, what do we got going on tonight, man? Tell us.
Christmas morning,
So
basically. Christmas morning. Well, we'll get rid of that that pissed offness, and I'll also remember it's better to get pissed off than pissed on, allegedly, according to some people.
That's true.
Not according to R. Kelly.
Yeah. Not all people.
Yeah, he loves that shit.
Not everyone. But it's Christmas morning for Michigan, almost Christmas morning. Yeah. It's like Christmas Eve. Right? Christmas morning is when the season actually starts.
In a little while. Yay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
a few more weeks, man. We'll get to party.
Fall camp is here, right? So all the talk, all the summer workouts, all of the new recruits, all of the guys in the that came via the transfer portal, everything. It is here. Football is here, right? So as we get started, tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about fall camp. We're gonna talk about some of the position battles that we're gonna be keeping an eye out or an ear out for as fall camp progresses and we head towards the season. Also, some of the storylines that we're hoping to learn more about when it comes to the offense side of the football, the defensive side of the football, special teams, coaching staff, etc. So it's a time of year where we just started getting into the first padded practices at for Michigan football. Coaches just started to meet with the media. Players just started to meet with the media. What we are going to hear over the next couple of weeks is going to be a lot of coach speak, a lot of players speak. Everything is going to be looking good. The energy is going to be high. What we want to do is read between the lines. There's a couple of key storylines that we're going to be looking for as we head into this year. So what do we want to look for? What do we want to pay attention to? What do we hope to hear if we read between the lines that's taking place during fall practices leading up into the season? That's what we're going to talk a little bit about tonight. But let's get started. Fall camp. What are some of the things, Jason? I'll let you go first as we get started with fall practices. What are some of the things that you're most excited to hear about, that you're most looking forward to going into this season?
So offensive line, right? So had some struggles there last year. So I'll look for them to kind of bounce back and be Joe Moore contenders as well too. So it was still somewhat of a young group, but we still have a few guys on that line as well too. And I think Evan Link, I mean, he played as a freshman last year for a reason too, and a lot of people, maybe including myself. I mean, it was a rough go, but he was young, learning. I think he's going to be solid as well too, and then balance in the secondary as well. A lot of miscommunication, not just the secondary, but unlike Michigan, missed tackles. Tons of missed tackles last year. Very uncharacteristic of the Michigan football. But those two position groups, I want to see a bounce back. And just based off the notes from camp and stuff, it's looking pretty decent right now. It's not bad. So I think there's going to be some balance in the secondary. Got some big names. We got TJ Metcalf as well too, that I think is from Arkansas. It's going to surprise a lot of people. I think he's going to be a real solid dude. And then for offensive line, I think we are going to be deep there this year. And I think I think those guys learned quite a bit, but just from the groups that we brought in or some of the guys that we brought in, I think that offensive line, besides the secondary, is also going to bounce back this year. So haven't heard anything too negative so far. And I think, speaking of a secondary player too, that, young guy, Hill. Um, I think he's got his head on straight. I think he's going to be a solid corner. So I know everyone's talking about Rod Moore, which fuck yeah, I'm excited for Rod Moore to come back. And, another guy we don't talk about, Hillman. Probably not a starter right away, but that dude can lay the fucking wood. We've seen him lay the wood twice, real hard hits last year. That guy doesn't get you jacked. I don't know what will. Stop watching football. But I think there's some exciting stuff in the secondary that I think we just have some concerns. We have that gut feeling of like high expectations and then seeing what we saw last year. But I think we're going to be okay at the offensive line in the offensive line group and the secondary group. I think we got some big names and I think we got some more experience as well too. Much needed from last year. I'm excited. Those are my two.
Yeah, I agree. I think that offensive line is one of the key position groups to be paying attention to. That was I think probably one of our. I don't know. It's hard to pick out anything on offense from last year and say that was our most underwhelming aspect. I think the most disappointing aspect to me coming off of 2 Joe Moore, arguably should have been 3 Joe Moore award-winning offensive lines. Maybe we got a little bit spoiled with how good our offensive line play had become.
3 straight, we should have, yeah.
I mean, there was a case to be made there, certainly. And so I think that the most disappointing part of last year was the fact that the offensive line did struggle in a lot of ways through a lot of the season. So I think that is one of the biggest identity pieces of Michigan football that we want to see return. And right now, we don't necessarily know what that starting 5 is going to look like. And so I think that that's going to be very interesting to try and read between the lines of what we're actually hearing, who is starting to separate themselves from it. But secondary too, very similar in the secondary. That was a weak spot, but it became much stronger towards the end of the season. That was
I think we got some solid names. Solid names and experience, transfer portal as well too. Rod Moore leading that group as well, and then Hill just kind of growing up. But like I said, watch out for Hillman, dude. That guy's fucking angry. I don't know who pissed him off, but I mean that guy can hit, dude.
I mean that's the brand of football that we want to see. That's the brand of football we want to see.
That's
right?
Michigan. That's Michigan football, violent. But it's just like none of this missed tackle bullshit. I mean, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. Besides, like, big transition with the coaching staff, leadership, players, communication, different plays. Like, I get it was tough in a short amount of time winning a national championship, but just the uncharacteristic of missing tackles and just the miscues, right? We know it's football, right? We're never going to play a perfect game, but we want permanence. There's never going to be perfection, but we want permanence. And it was just a tough watch last year. Still love Team 145. I think we learned a lot. And then the way they bounced back, that's Michigan's culture. Amazing.
Well, think about last year here. So last year was a, all in all a disappointing season. It could very close to being significantly more disappointing. Very close to being on a borderline fringe playoff team. All right, a few games that we should have won, a few games that were winnable that we could have won, had a few things gone different, or a better offensive game plan, right? But
Indiana,
then look at how
Illinois,
we ended the
Washington.
Season.
I mean,
even Oregon. We through the end of the third quarter, we were in position to take. I mean,
they scored that amazing fucking touchdown somehow, and like didn't even catch the goddamn ball. But sure, that was bullshit. That first touchdown. Holy shit, ref. Sorry, refs.
Refs. But look at how we finished. But look at how we finished that season.
Yeah.
Beating Ohio State. Like anytime you finish a season beating Ohio State and beating Alabama, now that that's coming together. That's progress. And so
made the season better.
Yeah, and so
going into this
read between the lines. read between the lines of what they're talking about in camp, I think one of the things that as we pay attention, especially to the secondary, I think you're spot on. We under McDonald, under Minter, right? In the Harbaugh years, defensive discipline was a thing. Guys were where they were supposed to be when they were supposed to be there, and they were fundamentally sound. And in 21, 22, 23, we saw some of that was some of the most fundamentally sound football at any level that I've ever watched. That's including the
Least
NFL.
penalized teams too.
Least penalized, deep guys
Yes.
where they're supposed to, guys where they're supposed to be doing their jobs. Good high football IQ, understanding down distance situational football, and that was where our apps that was the lapse on the defense side of the ball for the majority of the season last year. Is Jayshon Barham, freak athlete. That's what he's been described by his teammates as, just in the wrong position. A lot of times just playing
He's too
too
quick for
fast
his own good. Yeah,
out of position.
he was there. He just wrong place, wrong time,
I
basically.
think I think that I think that's I don't think that's more a scheme. I think that was him just overthinking the
For sure.
plays.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
100%.
you know what I'm saying, since that was like a new defense for all of them, I think a lot of them were just trying to overthink instead of just letting it be instincts and let it come to you like they normally do. I think this year everybody gonna calm down and understand the verbiage more. Maybe Wink dialed it down just a little bit so it wouldn't be so complicated to understand. But I don't think the defense is gonna be an issue this year. I don't even
I think it's
I
gonna
got a
be
feeling we're gonna
Definitely.
be a top 5 defense in the country. A lot of people are gonna be surprised about our defense, to be honest.
Yep.
What I'm concerned about is our wide receivers and how they gonna look. Because I mean, we got a quarterback
Me too.
now, so quarterback ain't the issue. We just need his weapons to be um firing at all cylinders. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. It's a lot. It's a lot that I mean, last year don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of new people, a lot of new intricate details to you know what I'm saying, unfold that wasn't there last year. But I can say that the team is gonna be more confident than they was last year, knowing that they have somebody to go to battle with them. Not saying Davis Warren and the rest of those guys, but they just didn't have the talent is bright. So like I said, man, I think we're gonna be in a good spot. I think we're gonna shock a lot of people this year, and I think we're gonna make a real deep playoff run.
I do too. And I think last year was a humbling experience for a lot of these young guys as well too.
I
They got
think
to
once
see like
Bryce,
the
oh, go ahead.
adversity with it. I was just gonna say the adversity aspect of it is important, right? So
I
it's
think
just
one
the
oh shit, I thought
opportunity.
you were through. My bad.
No,
I'm
I'm good.
sorry.
You're good. I'm shutting up. You're good. Go for it. Shutting the hell up.
No, I just think once that first game, once you know what I'm saying, we get that first game out the way, that night game out the way, I think the jitters would be out the window, and then I think we'll really be able to see our team week 2. I don't think week 1 we really gonna be able to tell much. I don't think we're gonna play and do much in week 1. Remember, I said that too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna win the game, but I don't think we're gonna show nearly as much as we're gonna show in week 2. So week 1 gonna be like our preseason game. Week 2 is like really week 1. So that's when we gonna really tell how our team can, you know what I'm saying, how our team good our team is gonna be, excuse me, and how they gonna be. I mean, how Bryce gonna be able to fight through this adversity. Is he gonna be able to handle this as a freshman, or is he gonna, you know what I'm saying, need some time? Well, I mean, we all know he gonna need some time, but is, you know what I mean, is he gonna need some time to get adjusted to the college atmosphere and it's a lot, but I just think he ready, and I think to be honest, I ain't heard nothing bad coming out of camp from everything I've been reading and hearing, and and he bulked up. Yeah, he bulked up, so he getting ready, man. I think I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We're gonna get a Heisman out this guy. One of these 3 years, he here.
Dude, people have been comparing him to like some of the best college quarterbacks to like ever play already, and like not
man.
Michigan fans, like other people.
Yeah, man.
Like
that's what I'm saying, man.
He's not a normal 17 or 18-year-old. Like his parents did a really good job raising him, obviously, but like just the maturity that he has, the football, the work ethic that he's got as well too. He's not a normal kid. He doesn't look like a normal kid, and he doesn't act like a normal kid.
He's built like Cam Newton, man. The man is a tank.
Yeah, so I think it's still gonna be important to get that running game established with probably the best running back duo in the country. Maybe besides Penn State, but they're gonna choke. But
I don't think they're the best running duo in the country. I think we got it. They ain't did. What had they done?
I think we do too. Like I think it's gonna be back and forth, but like I think Penn State's eventually just going to choke. Like they're overhyped every year, but regardless, I think it's going to be important for Bryce to get that
Ohio State this year, bro. Until they prove me wrong, they losing to Oregon and Ohio State, bro. So I'm not really on
James Franklin can't win big games. They made James Franklin look good with his first 2 fucking rounds in the college football playoff. Here you go, Penn State. You get to play SMU at home, and then in the next round, because we're not going to realign it or re-rank it, you're going to get Boise State. Get the fuck out of here. Like, they made Penn State look good, and you lost to Notre Dame, which Notre Dame is also overhead. Like, we're not going to talk about it right now, but, like, the preseason poll, as a football fan, I'm not even talking to Michigan. I'll take 14 all day. Like, we were ranked in 97, fun fact, we were ranked fucking 17th when we shared that national championship. 17 in the AP poll. 17. So this is going to give them more team drive, obviously. It's how they handle it. But, like, the top 10 that I'm seeing out of this coaching poll, what the hell are you guys smoking?
I got a question real quick. Since the NCAA
not you, you can go ahead.
Since the NCAA came out with that, they threw investigating Michigan, right? So is Sharon still going on that ban? Is he gonna still do the suspension?
I think we'll hear something in maybe a week or two, but yeah, that's imposed by Michigan, so yeah.
Okay.
He's got to.
I think so. I don't think there's been any new developments that have come out. I think we're supposed to hear before the beginning of the season. I think it all comes down to this. I think when it comes to Sherrone Moore's suspension, which is definitely a storyline to track as we get into fall camp, because you take 2 weeks without your head coach.
With a freshman quarterback, that
sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
On the road,
but too. Offensive line coach genius too, yeah. Stuff.
So I think Michigan's self-imposed suspension, I think, is Michigan's attempt to say, let's just get this bullshit over with. Let's be done with it, and let's all move on and move forward, right? And if the NCAA comes in and says, we agree, this 2-game suspension is enough, we're all done with it, we're all on to bigger, better things, right? Then I think he serves a 2-game suspension. If the NCAA comes in and tries to enforce something more than that, I think Michigan fights it, and then potentially nothing happens this year.
So hold on. So when they just released that the other day, that wasn't the end of it.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was Central Michigan. That was Central Michigan's notice of allegation.
Yeah, I mean, the saying that somebody said it was over for. I mean, they was still investigating Michigan. Then, like 2 minutes later, I seen they was investigating. They just got their letter of notice from CMU.
No, CMU is basically like they're saying that they got their NOA from the NCAA.
Yeah,
and they're saying that they're being accused of potentially just hiring Connor for a separate thing, not Michigan related at all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think Michigan case is over. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, they already met. They already had the hearing, which Connor
Yeah.
visited. But like the fact that so Derek and I, when you were on PTO, Dre, in the Bahamas, wherever the fuck you were at, but Derek and I were. Dre was sick. Everyone, he wasn't feeling good.
I
Maybe he was somewhere else. But
wish I was in the
anyways,
Bahamas.
the fact that so Derek and I were talking, the fact that Connor Stallions is on Twitter, fucking Jack or fucking talking about like TCU's head coach and responding to his shit, and then Jack Sawyer, whatever the fuck you're
Hey,
talking
that's
about, dude.
great. That's
Sure,
kind of
man.
respond.
The
I love
fact
that he
that
responded.
but the fact that he's like responding, that has to be good, decent news. Because he'd be shutting his mouth up right now, probably, or
That's what
not
I'm
saying
telling you, bro. I
much.
don't think that's gonna happen. I think we probably gonna get
I
a
think
fine, and that's gonna be about it.
yeah, I think fines, maybe another game suspended or whatever, but like keep adding fuel to the fire. He's like, remember what Mike Barrett said? Careful who you make the
We
villain.
make it,
You'll fuck
yeah,
around and find
yeah.
out real quick. I
I
mean,
told y'all
dumbasses
what happened.
handed
What
us the
happened last
natty in
time? We had a
23.
2-game suspension from our head coach.
Yep.
What happened last time? What was the
Three.
end result of that?
3. Natty.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Natty.
Mm-hmm.
We had some comments come in. Let's just catch up
God.
on a couple comments. Corey, about time Derek got a background back. His basically looked like a minor in jail cell, waiting for Bubba to come in for a visit. Good to see
Hey,
you, boys.
man.
Look forward to the show.
Oh man.
You block people
Next.
from this.
Hey, I want to allow
Corey
Corey
again.
get blocked, bro. I enjoy his comments, bro. You can't block
We gotta
Corey, bro.
block his. I'm
Nothing.
gonna find out
I
Oh
actually
man.
I paid Corey $25 recently for continuing to compliment my youthful appearance. So
Jesus.
I'm surprised that he's not still doing that. Another Corey comment. What I'm looking forward to see is and hear is, will we actually have a passing game this year? After JJ left, it was a sad look. Yeah, absolutely. I think that is.
I think it's gonna
I
be
think
just like how JJ's was, to be honest. At least this first year. I don't think
similar.
we're gonna be
freshman.
passing.
Get
Yeah, I
established.
don't think we're gonna be passing it all over the yard like how everybody
Still
wants
gonna
us
be a
to.
running team.
Not in
And
year one.
you
You know
guys,
what I'm saying? We are
what's gonna be
we a running team.
yeah.
So
Why when we're gonna be a running team this year still, but we also got to remember. I think we can see some trick plays with McCulley as well too. I mean, he passed against us in Indiana a few years ago, and he
yeah,
threw a
you
fucking
know what I'm
touchdown
saying. I
pass in
mean,
Ann
don't
Arbor.
get me
So
wrong. Our
we get some
passing
trick
gonna be
plays,
up, but I
yeah,
don't think it's gonna look similar to JJ's first years when he started, like first year when he started. I don't think we're gonna be just like I said, passing it up. I mean, even though I would love that, but that's not our thing. Maybe next year after we've revamped the you know what I'm saying, revamp and see where Bryce is at with it, and if we can get some more receivers in and stuff like that. But I think this year, like I said in previous podcasts, it's gonna be like 52-48 run the pass. But we shall see though. We shall see. I mean, I want him to throw it all over the yard, but
we're
because
gonna
that's
talk
gonna
about
bring
Chip
him the
Lindsey
eyes.
too.
But I don't think it's gonna happen like that.
Yeah, and you know, going back to this, I think you're exactly right, Dre. Number one, our passing offense can't be worse than last year. I think we did not have a single pass play of over 40 yards last year.
No.
So pass, big Ford fucking pass.
Chip Lindsey is you know, he's unique in the sense that he's the first offensive coordinator that we've had in a very long time that is coming in as an experienced offensive coordinator. And he was very successful. He's been very successful as an offensive coordinator. In North Carolina, he developed Drake May as a quarterback and Amarian Hampton as a running back. So the dude knows how to run a balanced system and play to the strengths, which is something that I'm super excited to see. I think we're going to see better passing offense, better receiver play. But I think that our foundation and identity is going to be
smash,
pound the rock, smash, pound the rock, and pass the ball to keep defense honest. And I think we at least have the arm talent to do it, which we didn't last year. Now, one of the things that I'm curious about that I want, read between the lines to figure out is, what do we have for depth at quarterback? because last year we did not have the ability to run the same system with any quarterback on the roster. Right. So going back to the days of
That's a good
Cade
point.
and
That's a good
JJ,
point.
Cade and JJ at least, right? JJ ended up being the better of the two quarterbacks, but we ran the same system, right? So the offensive line was running the same system. The running backs, the play designs were the same. Receivers were running the same route concepts. We did not have that last year. We had one offensive system that we would run with one quarterback and one that we would run with a different quarterback. If Alex Orji came in, it was a completely different game that we were playing.
Correct.
And so there was basically two different types of systems of offense that the players had to learn, whether or not it was Davis Warren or Alex Orji or Jack Tuttle when Jack Tuttle came in the mix, and that's tough. So I want to in the depth in the quarterback room, can we have an offensive identity and can we run that identity on offense if Bryce happens to go down, right? If we happen to have an injury, can Mikey Keene run the offense? Can Garcia run the same offense, right? That's what I'm curious to hear about is the depth at quarterback, because I think
Excuse
we'll
me.
have a better offense.
Who was Garcia?
Without a doubt. The third string, well, allegedly the third string quarterback that transferred in, right? That's
Oh,
You're talking about
see,
Fresno State.
no,
no,
that's
I ain't
that's
Mikey
Mikey
King
Keene.
from. Yeah, I was gonna say Mikey King from Fresno State. I don't know
Yep,
who. I ain't heard about no
Well,
Garcia
there's an
guy.
ECU. There's an ECU quarter.
Jake Garcia
ECU.
transferred
Yeah.
in from ECU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he'll, I don't know where he'll land in the depth chart, but that's something I'm curious on. Draper, what's up, fellas? Peace, Dre. Glad you're back.
What's up,
Well,
dude?
I'm a defense guy first, reading between the lines. I really hope Rod Moore can get back fully healthy 18 months later. They said he's 85%. Absolutely, Draper, I'm right there with you. Love a
Love
good
my boy.
solid
See you in a couple
defense.
weeks.
Yeah, if you're going to be in Ann Arbor in a couple of weeks, Draper, we'll
Yes, he
see you
will.
there
He'll
too.
be there. He'll be there for the first
Yeah,
game.
he's coming with he's coming to or he wants to go to Hopcats with us. So I already told him
Yeah,
we're gonna be
yeah,
there
so, yeah. He
Friday. We're
if
gonna see him
I
Friday.
once I link up with y'all, he'll probably be with me. So y'all will get to meet him. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. Him and his wife, man. They some cool people, man. I got so much love and respect for them.
He represents us all, dude. I appreciate you,
Yeah,
Draper,
man.
dude.
That's my
You're all over the
guy,
place
man.
on the page, man. Love it.
I'll never let nobody talk bad about that, man. That's my baby, man. That's my guy. So I can't wait to see him. We're gonna have a good time that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, but Draper, yeah, reading between the lines, paying attention to the health of Rod Moore, I think that's a key piece to the secondary. Even if he has to be eased in to the season, to get back to game shape and even just the confident side of things, ready to go and play and not think and just go. But even in there, I think health in the secondary is another key piece to keep up with. That's a position group that we don't know a whole lot about. We hope that our starting unit that ends up being the two starting corners, starting nickel, and then starting in the back end. We hope it's better than what it was beginning of last year, and it
Do
sounds
you
like
think?
Jair
Oh,
Hill.
I was about to
It
say, do
sounds
you
like
think
Jair Hill.
Do you think Rod starts?
If he's healthy, yeah.
Should but I would ease him into week 1. But we don't know. It's a little early yet.
I've been thinking ever since he got injured, and I'm glad he coming back. But I think he's gonna be a rotational piece now. I don't think he is gonna be not saying he's gonna be not Rob Moore, but I think he's gonna be more of a rotational piece. I think we got our back in.
I think we got a lot of talent
solidified.
back then, so we could.
Go ahead. But like I said, I'm not saying I hope he don't start. I hope he do. I hope he come back and fully be Rod Moore, but I just don't see him starting coming back from an injury. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And then being fully healthy the whole season. I think they're gonna work him in and he's gonna be a rotational piece. That's just my take on it. I don't know. I have not heard anything. I just have that feeling just because of how we played last year. Brandon Hillman and the guys on the back end. This is gonna be their second year in the defense. So, like I said, we'll see. But I just, like I said, I don't see him starting at all. I just see him being a good rotational piece for us.
See, I don't know. It depends when he comes back. It depends how healthy he is. Because remember, he was borderline a draftable player a couple years
ago.
Was.
Yes, he was.
And came back and then got hurt. Unfortunately, he's been hurt the last 2 years now. And so if we're looking at Mason Curtis and we're looking at Hillman as our starting safeties, I think Rod Moore could start there without a doubt. Don't forget we've got the Metcalf twins coming in that are they gonna play safety?
TJ, dude.
They're gonna play
TJ's
corner. They're
gonna fucking be a beast. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Like him coming off that injury, and we got these young guns. You know what I'm saying?
We got talent. We got talent. I think Rod Moore's gonna be a starter. It's just like I think at first I could see him in the rotation at first.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, maybe a starter later on in the year. Maybe a starter later on in the year. Yeah. But I just don't see him coming in first. New Mexico, I just don't see him starting that game. I don't.
No, not New Mexico. I would not want to throw him into the fire like that. If he's ready, I would honestly. I would rather have him fully healthy for Big Ten play, even if he's not fully completely healthy for Oklahoma. Who cares? Don't put further injury risk on him. Get him fully healthy and integrated back in the defense.
That's a good point, Derek. The Big Ten play. I think that's when we'll see more of him. I don't think we're gonna see too much of him in these games, these non-conference games. To be honest, I think it's all going his play is gonna come during Big Ten play.
Even if he slides down into the nickel position, right? So even if he comes back and he slides into that nickel role, that's where Mikey Sainer still played, was the nickel role, and just bringing somebody on the field because even don't underestimate how much someone can absorb when they're not playing. So by sitting out last year, he didn't get the physical reps in the defense, but you better believe that he was basically a defensive coach. Then he was basically another coach on the staff in the film room, trying to tell people where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to do. So taking that leadership that's been there and done that, right? Almost like a Michael Barrett type guy that's now a very veteran leader on the defense and has continued to stick around and has been part of building a winning tradition and just having that presence on the field, even in a nickel role. I think that may be where he ends up, but I think staying healthy in general in the secondary is going to be critical.
Critical.
Next comment. All
it's
right.
About I've been chopping at the bit for you to hit this fucking comment. So again, we got another rival potentially on the pod. Alex, thanks for listening and commenting. We appreciate you. But I think you mean this year. I think you mean this year, dude. Also, you're going to lose. USC can't handle Big Ten defenses. It's just a fact. Also, it's my wife's birthday.
Pause.
My wife's birthday a day before as well,
shit too. No years. So. Like, what are you talking about? Well, USC ain't winning shit. I'll see Michigan State winning before USC.
I don't know about that.
Okay, you mean
just talk.
But yeah, we appreciate you, Alex. But you mean this year?
Yeah, for sure.
This season,
well,
not next year.
They ain't winning shit this season.
No, back into next year.
Okay.
He said no. I meant next year.
Like, dumbass, I meant next year, dude. All right, dude.
Oh shit.
We appreciate you, Alex, dude. Man. We appreciate you tuning in, dude.
Hey, Alex, man,
we'll see.
If you know some USC pods, man, tell them to hit us up, man. We love to do joint pods with our Big Ten affiliates, man. So please. So please, man, if you know any any USC pods, man, tell us to hit. Tell them to hit us up, and we'll try to get some scheduled for us to do something together.
I do miss that shit. We haven't done that in a while since Big Banter, dude.
Yeah, man.
I know we got
a Nebraska. We got Nebraska one this year. We got that one.
Oh yeah,
already locked.
Sully's coming on. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Alex,
yeah.
we appreciate you, dude. Thanks for coming.
Definitely,
So like even rivals, you guys are welcome. So we enjoy the banter.
Yeah, for sure. Shane, thanks for tuning in.
My
Excited
boy
to see how
Shane.
Metcalf does. Excited to see how both of them do. But TJ's been the one that's garnered a little bit more of the attention. Sharon Moore has said that he expects TJ Metcalf not to only become one of the best players on Michigan's defense, but one of the best players in the Big Ten. So that's a high level of praise. Again, is it coach speak? Is it
That's
not?
what I'm saying.
I don't know at this point in time.
Number one defense, bro. Number one defense, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Just fucking
It's
about to get
real scary.
For the love of God, those 3rd and longs last year. Tell me you guys weren't having heart attacks on 3rd and longs.
Bro, I was having a heart attack all season.
Yeah.
What was so crazy?
Dude, defensively, 3rd and long was a fucking rough watch. It was 3rd and 14.
It was so hard.
Give him the fucking first down.
It was so hard going into these games in the big house, bro. It was so hard last year knowing it was so tough, bro. Like last year was a tough season, bro. It was just so tough. Coming off what we came off of,
like, even
like that, it was just so tough.
Even this like preseason coaching poll, like you look at the top 10, like 6 of them are gonna flop easily. 6 floppers, you can tell.
For sure.
What do we got from Draper? Yeah,
Draper.
For sure.
Mason Curtis, Rod Moore's back up, 6'5", 211. Like those odds on a jump ball. Our defense might be really spooky. Top 5. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Mason Curtis, I think, is in line to be the starter to start the season.
I think he is. Yeah, I'm about to say, I think he is gonna start. I think Rod, like I said, he's gonna be a rotational piece. You know what I'm saying? Because we got them boys, man. We got them boys, bro.
Hills, dude. I think Hills gonna have a good year too. He's gonna have a solid ass year. Yeah, we got like
so much.
Man, we got talent in the secondary.
Yeah, and Jair Hill. I don't know if you guys saw TJ Guy was one of the players that they interviewed, and
shout out my bro TJ Guy, man. That's my guy too.
He singled out Jair Hill as someone that's locked in. And so that's something that I'm looking forward to because we had high hopes for Jair Hill. And he really basically got benched by the end of the season last year. By the end of the season,
growing pains, man. Growing
pains. I think he was even forced into a number change. I think he went from 20 to 35.
He did. Yeah. It's like, who the fuck is that?
But
he did. He did change numbers. Yeah.
Now it's out. I mean, it's been known that he stayed
too.
Pure talent. He stayed. That says a lot, right? Because he very easily could have transferred. So that's someone that I want to see. I want to see him locked in like Will. I want to see him locked in like Will Johnson. I know that's a high bar. Will Johnson, by the way, is apparently locking down Marvin Harrison Jr. in Arizona training camp.
You know it. Shout out my his daddy Dion. That's my boys. We
got the turnover buffs in Facebook. I don't know if his mom runs it or whatever, but she's been liking some of our posts.
Shout out his mom too.
But, I'm posting the shit out of Will Johnson on our Facebook.
Yeah, man.
Right now, dude, he's killing it. Dude, I pissed real quick. The fact that Green Bay didn't take Will Johnson, even the guy at the bar when we were in Green Bay for the draft, we were so pissed. The guy didn't even like Michigan, but he wanted Will Johnson so bad.
Illinois is going to
They didn't call his fucking name, dude. No, I agree. So, Alex, I agree, dude. So, the fact that Illinois is ranked 12 in the coaching poll is a cardinal fucking sin.
No, it ain't, bro. They deserve it. They deserve it.
No, they don't.
They did good last year.
You can't tell me they're going to have 2 good consistent years when we should have beat them with one of our worst teams. Illinois is for sure going to flop.
They might have another good year, bro.
They're not. They're not mighty.
You didn't think they were gonna have a good year last year. Indiana surprised us. They surprised us. You know what I'm saying? Then we surprised ourselves by being trash. But
So
You
I
never
think,
know, man.
well, coaching is like he said. It's funny that you just said trash. I don't know why that word's fucking funny,
I'm just
uh,
saying, man. Hey,
but
but no, I,
Illinois.
I think
But
the Big
he
Ten gonna
mentioned
be the strongest
Alex.
conference again. To be honest, I think they're gonna be we're gonna be the strongest conference again.
Yeah,
I don't think SEC can fuck with
yeah.
us.
No, SEC has car dealerships. We have Hollywood. It's already been quoted, so we're good. But like, go back to Alex's other comment real quick. So Nebraska, not ranked or whatever, but like I think they're gonna be not ranked in the coaches poll, I guess, but like they're good. I think they're gonna be a pretty good team. And I know last time we played them, we dominated the shit out of them. So I can't wait to meet the Sully group again. But then the time before, dude, night games in Lincoln are fucking scary. Dude, they're scary. I don't know if we have like a
Yeah,
time for them yet or a slot. I know with Wisconsin it's gonna be noon 3:30 and there's some other games that we have scheduled for, but like I don't know, man. Nebraska, we'll see. Like it's interesting. Like we've already talked about it like beginning of this year. I'm sure their head coach will bitch and cry like he usually does to win a game, but that's all he's kind of good for. So I hope we kick the shit out of him. Tell you the truth. All right, next comment.
Same. Also, Alex going to the Michigan game, so
Nice.
hopefully we don't lose at
the
the end
one
of
the
some
one
long
in
ass run.
USC, the one in USC,
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
You going to the
Yeah.
That's
USC
what he's
game,
talking about.
Alex?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I'm 100% going yet, but I'm thinking about going. So, Alex, I don't know if you in our Facebook group or how you found this, man. Hit me up, bro. I would love to chop it up with you at USC, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
which show the rivals like so that was a good point too. Like so I mean not even Mullins at the end, but you had Dono run for a good one and then the first one with Mullins as well too. But all credit to Evan Link on that last run by Mullins. That was the block that set up that run.
I almost had
I
a
mean
heart attack that game, bro. I
and
was
then
so
fourth
pissed.
and
I
goal
went
or
back to the
whatever too. I'm like,
tailgate,
holy shit. Yo, we're up by
and
two
next thing you
possessions.
know, we
Like fuck.
won. I said, "Oh my god!"
I
Oh
love how Alex is sticking around, dude. I love it. Man.
yeah,
Love
man.
it.
That's good fan shit.
Love this shit.
good. Glad it's working.
And
That
I,
YouTube
and I,
is helping
I
find
know
Dude.
more
we doing
people.
something right if it was on your
Hey,
algorithm,
you got
bro. And
some
I
good ass
appreciate it, bro.
algorithm right now, dude.
I
Dude, I bet your
appreciate it, bro.
TikTok is fucking spot on too.
And
Love
I
it.
appreciate it, bro. That's love, bro. That's love. That is love.
Love it, dude.
Thank you for
Appreciate it, man.
your support tonight, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
it, man. We just three guys that talk Michigan shit with Big Ten shit, but as you see, we Michigan fans.
Michigan fans, college football fans,
yeah,
buy fans, for fans, and
come here and talk your shit, man. We love it, man. Like I said, man.
Got an OnlyFans coming up.
Yeah,
Michigan
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I mean, the Victor's Nation OnlyFans.
Yo, Derek, before in the NFL draft in Detroit, before Justin Rowe came and talked to us, that girl that came up from like in Detroit, with her QR codes all over her body.
Oh yeah,
because she was trying to promote her OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, she picked a good demographic.
That was smart.
That was weird.
So we might not have an OnlyFans. I don't know that anyone would want to subscribe to that anyways.
I don't think they would either, Derek.
Eventually.
Speaking of which, if anyone listening, if you're listening for the first time, give this podcast a like, give this podcast a subscribe. You can find us depending on where you're listening to us at. Most people are going to start with YouTube because that's our first home,
our main thing.
But find us on Apple Pods, find us on Spotify. Search for The Victor's Nation. Give the show a like, give the podcast a like. We just expanded to the audio only platforms, so you probably wouldn't want to subscribe to OnlyFans of The Victor's Nation.
We're thinking about a calendar. We're thinking about like a calendar though. But Alex just subscribed, so I appreciate you, Alex. Just subscribe.
Our feedback.
That's love, man. That's love.
Our feedback is less FaceTime, more audio time. So that's why we expanded into Spotify and Apple. So go give us a follow on those platforms too. Another comment that just came in.
I'm gonna subscribe to Alex.
And
Antoine. Love it.
Damn, I got it late, fellas.
Hey, better late than never, my boy. We appreciate you showing up, man. Love, man.
He pretty
Love, man.
much
We
gave
love
us our whole
everybody.
fucking content last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
man.
And
commenting
We
for
loved it,
days, dude.
man.
Keep it coming. Keep it
Come talk
coming.
some
and
shit with us, bro. Come
Yeah,
talk some
dude.
shit, man.
you
For
can toss
real.
some comments in after the fact, anyways. So jumping back to Michigan football fall camp, we touched on some of these things. Couple key position battles that I'm really paying attention to. Number one, who, who's going to be our starting left tackle? It sounds if you really read between the lines, it sounds like Andrew Sprague is kind of locked in to be our starting right tackle.
Dude,
TJ Guy
he's
singled him
killing it
out
right
as
now.
I was about to say, I thought it
as
was Sprague. I was just gonna say that. I
yep.
thought it was Sprague.
Yep. Sprague is
be.
starting right tackle. I think Ifobi is probably the one of the guards. Giovanni El Hadi is another guard. Greg Crippen is probably locked in at
Evan
center.
Link.
So I think at left tackle we're looking at a competition that's probably going to primarily be between Evan Link and Andrew Babalola, who is a true freshman. Evan Link struggled last year, right? He was one of the worst pass blocking offensive linemen in the entire country, and now he's moving back to the left, or now he'd be moving to the left side, the most important.
I think his lease gonna be short. I think his lease gonna be short if he ain't on it. They gonna yank him real quick.
And so that's what, and that's a worrisome. It's kind of I'm a little bit worried there, right? Because there's a lot of worry in Evan Link's play now. Now guys can get better, and he even said last year that right tackle wasn't natural for him because he'd played left tackle his whole career, his whole life up until then. So I get it. I get that, but also a true freshman starting at left tackle with a true freshman quarterback starting. I mean, those are arguably your two most important positions on offense, and having two true freshmen there, great for the future.
Babalola is going to be a fucking freak. So I mean,
so.
That's good. It's good competition for Evan Link. I mean, got to step up, dude. Made some key blocks last year, but a lot of mistakes. Youth, but like, have you implemented though? Yeah. So it's going to be interesting at that spot.
I think our offensive line gonna be rotating a lot too. I think we're gonna be getting a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying?
I think defensive line though, too, Dre. I think it's gonna be on the other side of the ball. We're 10 deep probably on D line again. And then think about next year with the class that we have coming with another 5 fucking studs for defense. So that line is just packed for next year as well too. Yep. Like we are loaded at that position.
That is going to be the best thing for our offensive line, though. The best thing for developing our offensive line is that they're going against probably the best defensive line in the country every single day in practice.
Yeah.
You want to jump into these comments? Yeah.
Yeah, a few more comments. Speaking of Big Ten teams' performance, have y'all looked at how easy Oregon's schedule is? Penn State is the hardest game. USC and Washington next year, but probably in the Big Ten championship game again.
Yeah, they don't even have an SEC non-conference game. So they don't even have an SEC non-conference game like Wisconsin, Ohio State, which fuck Ohio State, but like Michigan does. But they have Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, Oregon State. Then the 5th game of the year is at Penn State, which is going to be a night game, but whatever. Indiana at Rutgers, Wisconsin, which Wisconsin probably has the fucking toughest schedule in college football this year.
Hold on, wait.
Brutal.
Am I reading this right? Did he just say USC and Washington in the Big Ten next year? Championship?
No.
Am I reading that right?
No, he's saying that Oregon has the easiest schedule because Penn State is the toughest game that they have, and then the next 2 toughest games would be USC and Washington.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah, which end the year before that was at Rutgers, Wisconsin, at Iowa, and Minnesota. So I mean, they have a weak tip.
Low-key, Alex, y'all going
we are the next tier of hardest teams.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see, Alex. But next year, I mean, honestly, I think y'all gonna beat Penn State. I think USC is gonna be real good. I just don't think y'all gonna beat us. It's gonna be a tough game, but I just don't think y'all gonna beat us.
No one.
Y'all got a chance though. Y'all at home. That's a scary game for us.
USC is always going to be able the brand.
I think
USC is going to carry a brand. Good. USC is going to carry a strong brand that is always
Yes.
going to, as we continue into the NIL revenue sharing era of college sports, until somebody institutes a salary cap, they're always going to be an attractive. They're going to be an
And
attractive transfer
basketball,
destination. They're going to be an
Correct.
attractive destination for recruits to go to.
That's correct.
I agree. See, I agree, Alex. Your schedule's bullshit.
Yeah. Antoine, here's a question. Do you find it interesting that Michigan and Central Michigan are trying to get a game overseas? Do you think they're trying to test the waters with the NCAA?
I don't know, but I'm going, bro. I'll be there. I'll be there, and I've been trying to get my partners to go with me. So hey. But no, I think
dude, you didn't even make the 11-hour trek to Minnesota like 2 years ago.
Michigan is a brand, man, and you know what I'm saying. I think is global. They trying to make it global. I don't think it's about the NCAA. I think it's more about teams, really, like how the NFL. I mean, well, the NFL they're making it global. So yeah, well, you can't say they're making it global, but I think it's more about Michigan wanted to do this than the NCAA. If you get what I'm saying, I don't think it was more the NCAA saying Michigan y'all going or Central Michigan y'all going. I think Michigan asked the NCAA. I think it's gonna be more teams that do this too. I think a lot of teams.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, the NFL is expanding more out international games. Like, but the end, like we've talked about for years, guys. Like the NCAA is going to be irrelevant.
It's over there
in football,
and they don't got
the
too
Big
much
Ten's
college sports over there.
The Big Ten's going to be the NFC. The SEC is going to be the AFC, and there's going to be some teams that can't compete with revenue sharing and NIL that are going to drop off. That's where college football is going. We've been talking about it for years. That's what's going to happen at some point. So
but no, I just think they just trying to tap into that college football market. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really too much college football over there or no sports over there besides soccer. You know what I'm saying? They got that insane basketball that they be doing over there, which that looks so dope. If it's a game, I want to go. But yeah, I don't think they got to, you know what I'm saying? Football is not common over there like that. So they just trying to, you know, expand their horizons. But I am going though. So if anybody is going from the Victors Nation, let me know. We outside next year. Germany, baby.
Oh, which Derek, you want to talk about real quick? I know like we talked about maybe doing this pod for 30 minutes, but we're fucking well past that.
I knew we weren't gonna do that.
But we knew that, bro.
Yeah.
We knew that, bro.
Do you want to talk about real quick potentially what we plan on doing maybe in the future for a
Hold on, we didn't get to his comment though. We got to get to this last comment.
Well, we'll get to this comment, but Derek can Derek can comment real quick potentially on what we plan on doing with our group.
Yeah, so you know, in the future, it'd be fun to coordinate Victor's Nation road games, right? Where we buy a block of tickets all together, and it'd be tough to do with like an Ohio State game or a Penn State game, but you know, when we go to Illinois or Minnesota or Wisconsin might be tough, but Indiana, but you know, find a road game where we're playing at a stadium that doesn't typically sell out every game, especially the big ones, and get a block of 25, 50 tickets together, go tailgate
Minnesota
together.
Next year would be an easy one.
Yeah,
that'd be an easy one, dude.
For sure, and it would be just a blast. I think
it'd be like a whole Victor's Nation block party, but like also just sitting next to each other as well too.
Yeah,
just
so more to come on the
exit. Drake by in the first round, everybody. Woo! Let's do it.
I'm gonna just bring a gallon and just start pouring shots off the gallon. Right? Y'all get some of this gin. It's gonna be gin too.
I'm down for whatever. I had a blast last time we were in Minnesota, dude.
Minnesota was a lot of fun.
Minnesota was super fun. Super fun.
Antoine here with another comment, jumping back to the offensive line. I think Michigan's strategy should just be to get a bunch of tackles, and if they don't work out, easily move them to guard, especially if they're athletic. I mean, I agree. I think that is kind of the approach.
I'm about to say that's been the approach. We've been getting a lot of offensive line. I mean, offensive tackles. Well, offensive line guys in general. I mean, we've been shuffling them around, but I think that is the goal, to have a offensive line that we can shuffle in and out and see where, you know what I'm saying, what's the best fit. But that is a great point.
And Michigan probably brings on an extra one or
Yes.
two offensive linemen in packages more than anybody. And even with Chip Lindsey, I don't think that's going to go away. Think back to Trente Jones being the third offensive tackle. He still played a decent amount of snaps every game.
A lot of snaps.
Because they would bring in an extra offensive lineman so frequently. So I think it's a great strategy. I think that is kind of what they're doing.
Do you think Derek? Do you think Andrew Babalola gonna play a lot?
I think he's gonna get his.
I do, and I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan does what they've done in a lot of years, where both guys get a lot of reps early in the season, and then a couple weeks in the season, by the time they get to Big Ten play, one of them has officially earned the job as the starter.
For sure.
And then the other one, I think, is that third tackle that rotates in. Blake Frazier, I think, is also going to be in the mix competing for a tackle position. I just, I don't know if he's going to be in that 1A, 1B rotation, where I think Sprague, Babalola, and Evan Link are 1A, 1B type offensive tackles. Hopefully that's what they have, is 1A and 1B with those guys, not what we had with our quarterbacks last year, where we hoped
I would like every
starting quarterback, but we really
like
didn't
that.
have a starting quarterback. Yeah, that's the way it was.
I mean, we probably got like 4 or 5 solid running backs this year too. So
Draper, average height of our O-line, 6'5", bunch of mountains.
Yeah.
We have the toughest road schedule if we win week 2. And I think, speaking of our schedule, so let's go offensive line first. They're big, and there's a couple articles out there. I don't have any of these numbers with me because I didn't plan on talking about it at all. But if you go and look at some of the biggest gainers, those guys, they are mountains. Like you've got guys that have put on 15, 20 pounds in the off season.
Already like over like 300.
315, 320.
Yeah,
315, 320.
The average is like 315
we
to
about to be
320.
mauling the ball. I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this shit.
And not even that, but the defensive line too. I mean, we're literally 10 deep at DL. And that's not even including, I'm not talking about the guys coming in next year or anything like that. Like, we're fucking deep. This is some big-ass boys. We don't talk about Payne coming as well, too. Same high school as Bryce Underwood, but then also Trey Williams from Clemson as well, too. I mean, we got some fucking beef on both sides of the ball in the trenches. And that's one thing that's going to win us the game every fucking year. Run the fucking ball.
Antoine, if y'all go to the Stinky Shoe, make sure you buy a bunch of plastic toy hammers to troll them.
Hey, bro, to be honest, bro, the last time I was in the shoe was when Donovan Edward ran them two touchdowns back to back. Bro, when I tell you I was in there going crazy, bro, I was in there going crazy. The shoe ain't that bad, bro. It do stink though.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about me. Like, I think I'd go to jail, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think I could ever step foot in Columbus.
Trust me, the shit talking, as soon as you step out the car, the shit talking is real. It ain't so I mean, the hotel people was talking shit to me. From the people that I was getting food from was talking shit. I'm surprised I didn't get food poisoning or some shit.
Shit talking only gets you so much until you get I mean, they didn't do shit. They're about to go 0-5. I mean, like, I don't think I could go to Ohio in general. I think I'd go to jail. I just can't go there.
That we have this season.
All right. Alex, another question here. In relation to Michigan, what do you think is the best possible record they can have this season? Most likely record, worst case scenario record. So this is a head start. In a couple of weeks, we'll actually do a season preview episode.
Yeah, I'm about to say we do predictions in a couple of weeks.
Where we do that. I'm probably gonna be a little more conservative on mine. So I think most likely record I'll say is 10-2. 11-1 I think is probably a regular season. I'm just going regular season here. regular 11-1, I think, is probably ceiling. Perfect season, I think, is just even if we're biased, I think that it's just too much of a gauntlet right now.
Yeah.
And 8 and
I'll
4,
say
I would say
11-1.
is the floor. 8 and 4, I would say, is the floor this year.
So, like, I'm gonna
But
talk as a college
that's not my
football
official
fan.
prediction
Undefeated,
though.
undefeated through the playoffs, national championship,
You know that's what I was
and
gonna
that's a
say.
solid. That's a solid like football like assessment. Like as a football fan, like I'm not talking a Michigan fan here, Alex. I'm talking about as a football fan. We're going
And a
undefeated.
guess.
We're winning the Natty. And then guess
And
what?
a
Next year
guess
we're gonna do the same
what it's
shit.
gonna be.
And then a
Yeah,
year after that, we're
then I
gonna do the
guess that's what it's
same
gonna
shit.
be. It's a great movie. You know, we should have just watched like Happy Gilmore 2 with our audience.
Bro, that shit's
I
so
didn't think it was
funny,
that bad
bro.
of a movie. Yeah,
That
a lot
shit's
of
so
people were
funny, bro.
dogging it. Like, what did you expect? Fucking Oscars? Like,
Bro,
you
that
knew it
shit
wasn't
was
going to
so
be
funny.
good. But dude, Eminem, like, yeah,
Yeah, bro.
Detroit. Then he gets
Hey,
straight up
hey,
out of his alligators. Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
bro. Detroit, what?
Those fucking
Bro, yeah, that shit
alligators
was
are
funny
killing him.
as
Like,
hell,
I don't know. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, it's just my honest opinion.
Antoine, also shout out to the real coaches at Michigan hired Soup and Juan. I'm so proud of Coach Moore bringing in more coaching infrastructure, especially for our young coaches. Smart move.
Making decisions.
Again, this allows Bellamy and Grant to go out and recruit while being figureheads and allowing the infrastructure coaches to actually coach.
Exactly.
Split coaching duties. I think to this
Good
point, Antoine, I think that this is one of the biggest differences this year from last year. Is last year was a very late makeshift thrown together coaching staff. This year, I think it's a much more strategic key player role
But in
driven
his
coaching
defense,
staff.
though, did he have time?
No, he didn't. He didn't. That's why it was thrown together. It was
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He ain't had time really. You know what I'm saying. Now with this full season and then full off season, now everybody getting to see his power and his plan of what he really, you know what I'm saying, about. And now everybody like, oh, this is what it was, because everybody wasn't seeing it at first. You know what I'm saying. But now look at how our recruiting taking off, and bro, it's just it's a whole different ball game now. I think, you know what I'm saying, he getting the right coaches, like you said, the young coaches to fit our molds. It's gonna be a different Michigan, man, and yeah, I hope everybody buckle up, man. It's gonna be good for me for a long time.
Yeah, and I think like what we started talking about at the beginning of the podcast, right? Some of you got to read between the lines with what people are actually saying during camp here when they do their interviews. No one's gonna come in and be like, "Yeah, we're having a shitty camp. Bryce is really struggling." Like, no one's gonna come in and say that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we fucking suck. Yeah, it's not right.
But I think as you read between the lines, two of the things that I want to really be able to tell is taking place is that our defense is dominant and is completely picking up where they left off, and has completely gelled with Wink and with his system and with his terminology, and that offensively that there's some identity back in this Michigan offense, and I think that what you're talking about, Antoine, is a big piece of that there's buy-in into the coaching staff. I honestly feel like I feel like there were some trust issues with the coaching staff last year. I feel like the offense did not trust Kirk Campbell, right? And I have no factual evidence to back this up.
Was it Kirk Campbell or was it the quarterback? Now, I'm not starting that nor saying, because I don't know this neither, but it's just a question to ask.
I don't think they knew that. I just don't think some of these coaches knew the talent that they had because of a quick transition, or also they just didn't know what the fuck they were looking at. I mean, Kirk Campbell, where was he proven at?
In my opinion, I agree, but I think a lot of the players were just like checked out. You know what I'm saying? They knew.
I agree with that aspect too. I'm just relating it to the situation. Like, yeah, I think to tie it together, like it's
yeah, for sure. I think it was a combination of both. Let's say that. No, we're not losing 2 games, but we're not losing 2 games.
Draper.
No, Draper already said we're going undefeated.
We ain't losing 2 games.
We're already going undefeated.
Antoine, 10-2 the floor, and you think about it, Michigan will have a deep rotation offensively. We're better at quarterback, wide receiver, and running.
And I just want to say, man, real quick. After we win this national championship, man, My inbox bet. Or hold on. After we win this national championship and Bryce wins his Heisman, y'all better be in my inbox thanking me because I put in hard work. Damn it.
You might be driving there. Might hug you.
Draper said Antoine 100%. Antoine, again, thank God we're running the RPO system. Get tired of scary Michigan fans being scared of injury. We need to open this offense up to its full potential and stop holding players back.
See, but Antoine, I don't think it's gonna be this year. I mean, I agree, but it's not gonna be this year. Yeah, I mean,
some plays will be because they already know who Bryce is, and if we can establish the running game like we did 2 years ago, the year before, and the year before that, and control the game, Bryce is going to be passing that fucking ball. We're going to run that type of system where offenses are going to think about that. They're going to come up, and like that's where McCauley's going to make a play. Like it's. I think we're going to see RPO, but Dre, I agree with you. I don't think we're going to see it as much though.
Let me ask you this next year. This for both of y'all. Do y'all think Bryce is gonna have more passing? Y'all, I mean more. Let's say because let's say it's 200. 200 is a lot in college for passing. Not really, huh?
For a Michigan quarterback.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for a Michigan quarterback, okay, 200. Now, do y'all think Bryce gonna have more 200 games, 200-yard games, or do y'all think the running backs this year gonna have more 100-yard games?
The running backs, just because I don't think we have the receivers that fit Bryce yet. We have McCauley, maybe Andrew Marsh as well too. He's young, but he's going to be a stud. Morgan as well too. I just don't think we have our guys at receiver yet.
And that's why it bring me back to my point of next year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this is all getting set up for next year. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Bryce not gonna have he not gonna throw it out, but I think again, we got these stud running backs. I think they're gonna be his pressure relief. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be too much pressure on Bryce. I think that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be the running backs, and he gonna be able to pick up the slack when we need him, like JJ in his first year.
Yeah. I think another comment, Campbell is a dummy at the very least. Fool should have had the sense enough to run the hell out of RPO, if not bring in the old option offense. Yeah, you know, I think that's where when I say it looked like the players lost trust. I think it's because they knew that they weren't being utilized effectively on multiple levels, and
too many damn screens to Samaj Morgan on the outside that wasn't working.
I mean,
especially when we don't have fucking blockers. Which another real quick, Klein, he's gonna be a stud fucking blocker. By the way, go ahead, Derek. Klein's gonna be a fucking freak.
And that's another thing, you know, read between the lines. What do we want to see? I want to see genuine enthusiasm that explosives are going to be part of the offense, because even when we look back to JJ, we were a pretty balanced team, but we hit explosive pass plays, and we had explosive pass plays in the playbook. So even if we weren't hitting them, we were dialing them up, but we were hitting them, and I think that's something that I want to see is just some more creativity. Draper, hope Bryce stays all 4 years, at least 3.
We gotta stay 3. We gotta stay 3.
He'll stay 3. I am genuinely interested to see, with the growth of revenue sharing, how that impacts guys that come back for a senior year versus go to the NFL draft.
I think we're gonna start seeing more of that. I think we're gonna start seeing more people come back for 4 years because of NILs than
Quinn Evers should have. He would have made a ton more money.
Especially in basketball. Exactly, I think we're gonna see a lot of more people coming back in basketball.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? It's the worst professional sport you can get into.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Could be, you know, think about, you know, being a starting quarterback at a big time program versus being a 6th-round draft pick into the NFL, right? What are you going to come back to? I don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out. Want to see Michigan run the RPO system. When you play football, you can't be scared of injury. I'm not saying run it to death, but you got to use them because it opens things up for the running back.
I think they definitely gonna let Bryce run it. You know what I'm saying, a little bit more. That's why they bulking him up. but I don't think it's
I
gonna be
agree with you.
how you want him to, like how Cam Newton was running the ball. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be super rare because if we injure him, what do you got to think about that though? Like if we injure him, our whole season is gonna be just like last year, unless Mikey King. I mean, I never watched him play, so I couldn't tell you how
He's done
good
like
he
two.
is.
What did we say, Derek, last week? 2,000 snaps. He leads college football with like the most snaps ever taken.
Right.
Who Mikey
Right.
King?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
2,000.
so you know
Fucking
whatever, you
ton.
know. So
So
Doesn't
obviously he
doesn't mean
played
shit.
better,
He
but
he
we
took a
just
fucking
can't look.
snap. Is all I'm saying. But like, yeah,
Yeah, we can't lose. We can't lose Bryce for running the ball. You know what I mean? We got two top running backs for that. I
yeah,
think we're
but
gonna see him in goal line more. Goal line. Sorry, Derek. I think we're gonna see him goal line more than
So
anything.
I agree with Antoine that we can't not run him because or we can't reduce our system because we're afraid of injury because it's football. Football's a violent sport, um, and players
sure
are going to
is.
get hurt, and that's just what's going to happen. But think about he doesn't necessarily have to be Cam Newton. Think about Drake May. Drake May was a mobile quarterback at North Carolina. He toted the rock. He had man, I'm pulling this number straight out of my ass, but I want to say he had something like 800 rushing yards or something one season. Drake made it at North Carolina. Maybe that is pre-sack adjusted rushing yards, but he was running
That's
the
a lot.
ball.
I didn't know Drake May had that many. That's a lot.
Let me look it up here. No, I pulled that number out of my ass. Drake May rushing yards. Go ahead and see. Drake May in 2022 had 698 rushing yards,
You
and
wasn't
that
far off.
is and so that also is sacks in college take away from rushing yards. So every time he took a sack was negative 4, 5,
Mm-hmm.
6 rushing
Mm-hmm.
yards. So yeah, probably pretty close. So I think they can run a system where they do lean on RPOs, where they do leverage the fact that they've got a big mobile quarterback in the system, but also keep in mind if our offensive line has gelled, we've got the best running back duo in the country probably,
That's what I'm saying.
in Justice Haynes and Jordan Marshall. So that's
I
another
mean, we were
thing
talking about
to keep
Bryce
in mind.
Heisman, but we got to look at those two guys as well too.
No, I'm not saying he's
Jordan
gonna get it
Marshall,
this year, but
freshman,
Bryce,
Mr.
before he
Ohio.
leave, he's gonna get
Oh
us.
yeah, I'm just saying overall. I mean, Jordan Marshall's still he was a freshman last year. He's fucking running circles, dude. They're both good,
Yeah, man, that's what
very
I'm
good
saying,
I'm
players.
man.
excited. I'm
It's gonna
excited.
be rough. It's
That's
gonna be
not a
rough.
camp
I
storyline.
I want a
That's
fucking
huge.
Peyton O'Leary jersey this year.
I hope he
I
has
want
a good
O'Leary
year.
to get in some dude. He had a fucking hell of a catch in Columbus last year too. Such a good
So
catch.
the running back position isn't a camp storyline that I'm gonna be following super closely because I know that we're gonna have two
I'm
studs.
fucking worried
I'm
about
curious
that.
to see out once we get in the season who that third running back is, because if you think back, Michigan has usually had a role for the third running back. So if you think back
Benjamin
to
Hall. He's
Benjamin
with
Hall,
North
you think back
Carolina now.
to Dono, it was Haskins and Corum, and then Edwards still
Donovan Edwards.
And
got his
Mullins.
role.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be a
Khalil
good
Mullins stepped
pass.
in when it
Yep.
was Blake and Donald,
Yep.
and Mullins had his time.
Mullins.
Yep.
Antoine, another comment. When you're running that system, it helps the offensive line because they're not sure whether to attack the quarterback or hang. Yeah, if it's run correctly, what it does is it isolates defenders and makes them choose a
Yes.
responsibility and hits them whatever they don't choose. So
Is that
running
Chip
an
Lindsey's
RPO,
forte though? Is that his style of offense, RPO?
it, he did it at North Carolina, so
He did?
we'll
Okay.
see it. So I'd imagine that
Okay.
there's going to be some identity of that here, but and Michigan has had a little bit of that. JJ had a little bit of that built in to
Yeah,
the
for sure.
identity, and in a nutshell, for anyone listening that doesn't understand, so think about a linebacker. A linebacker has a passing coverage responsibility and a running gap responsibility. And so in an RPO system, and this is a very simple elementary version of it, they might target that linebacker. And they target that linebacker by having a pass play called and a run play called. And if that linebacker drops into coverage, they hand the ball off, right? Because then he's going to be late getting to his run responsibility.
And if he come up, they throw it.
If he comes up, then they throw it, because then he's going to be late reacting to his passing responsibility.
And Price has the smarts to do it at a young age. So,
yeah. Antoine Chip Lindsay adjusts his style to his players, which should always be the coaching style. Yeah, I absolutely 100% agree.
Oh shit! Did we get to this one too? Draper.
Nope, we missed that
one. A couple.
I think it was just Draper's that we missed. TJ Guy, Ernest Hausman, Derek Moore, Jayshon Barham, forget about it. Defense will flip the field nicely. And I think that's one of the biggest things. And we'll have some more episodes coming up here where we preview offense, preview defense, preview the season, and everything like that. But absolutely, I think a key is playing complementary football. A key is we didn't play complementary football last year. There was a lot of pressure and a lot of weight on the defense to make stop after stop after stop after stop. Right. And even when you think about special teams, our punt game was absolute shit last year. We did not reverse. I don't think there was one time that we were.
But had a really good year. But had a really good year the year before.
It was phenomenal.
It was just weird. Everyone decided to play like shit, I guess, except Colson Loveland.
Antoine, and not only that, RPO system, they're essentially always run blocking, right? So it can definitely help out if pass blocking is a weakness. No doubt. So, great. Camp is here. We are fucking excited. There's going to be a lot of coach speak, a lot of player speak for the next few weeks. Everything's going to be great. But there's a few key things to try and read between the lines on. We'll have some updates over the next couple of weeks too, as we continue to come on here and again look ahead to a podcast previewing offense, podcast previewing defense, and a podcast that's going to preview the season and give you our season predictions. If you're listening for the first time,
you already know mine. Please
follow, subscribe, and right now go and find us on all of our platforms: YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Pods. Other Michigan or Big Ten fans. Right, we had a USC fan hop in here and join us
as long
tonight.
As you're respectful, come with respect.
Yeah, not that suck-eye fan that joined last week.
Come with respect.
Still shout out, but fuck that guy. But Alex was cool. Appreciate it, dude. The other guy last week sucked.
For sure. And next week we're gonna change it up a little bit with the podcast that we're doing next week. Jason, I'll let you touch on anything that you want to cover.
So real high level. So what we've been promoting is Cora's Crew. You can see it on our wallpaper on Facebook and some other social media platforms. So she has leukemia. Her mom, Katie Fuller, who is in our group, she is going to be joining us Monday night for a podcast to talk about Cora's story, talk about her Michigan fandom, maybe the schedule as well too. Just a sneak peek there. But basically, we're going to be also opening up our new shop. So we're using Fourth Wall for. So that is going to be a reveal of VN merchandise, and a really cool part of it is we have a site designed just for Cora's Crew for hoodies, T-shirts with schedules on the back, and then kids tees as well too. And those proceeds will be going to Cora, who is battling leukemia. So please, for the love of God, we want you guys to listen to us. We want you guys to comment and interact, which you guys really do a good job of. But please, Monday night, please join for this one. Listen to this story. It's our nonprofit that we're trying to help out with as well too. And with these wristbands, we already donated quite a bit of money with it. But we are going to release our new Victor's Nation store using Fourth Wall to promote Cora's clothing brand, and then like I said, proceeds will be going to that family to reach their goal to help in fighting childhood cancer. So please join us Monday night.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've been, what are we on, episode 57 of doing a podcast. We've had this group together for a few years, and one of the things that we've talked about and highlighted time and time again is we're Michigan fans, by Michigan fans for Michigan fans, right? We're not out here with insider knowledge or as experts on anything. We're a group of people that absolutely love Michigan, absolutely love college football, absolutely love Big Ten football, and we come on here with the mindset of building a community of Michigan fans that can just talk and be connected to good Michigan content and have an outlet to communicate with each other and hopefully tailgate with each other and everything, right? But one of the cool things that you get to do when you build a community is help, right? So that's a big
Yes.
thing, and anything that we can do to help with these types of situations, I mean, that's huge for us. And if it can help one person, you know, that's all that matters, right? So
And the
especially a
more
um
we get
child.
bigger too, yeah, especially a child, any child, and the more, so like I know you don't think it helped, but like subscribing to our platforms for podcasts or even following us on Facebook and our new public channel on Facebook as well too, that gives us an opportunity to become bigger and to be possibly a part of something else to help more in this situation. So that is our number one goal. It's not just about getting big and being insiders and all that stuff. The more you subscribe, the more you like, the more you follow, it's giving us an opportunity of what we're really passionate about, and that is actually helping people. Like, it probably doesn't seem like that, because I swear a lot this episode, but I'm being honest. That's generally what we want to do. It's a big part of us. We're trying to build that community, and we do want to help people within our community and externally outside of our community. So subscribe free on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Like us on Facebook, and just keep pushing us because we need you guys to do that. So it's kind of our dream right now. So
Yeah,
appreciate it.
it in a piece too. So you know, it talked about introducing everyone to a storefront. So for the past couple of
Hmm.
years, people have asked for merchandise and stuff, and we've done a couple pushes on it for merchandise. And
Shout out to
as
everybody that bought it too.
yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
The amount of work that goes into trying to create and stock and then ship and sell and track merchandise, it is a lot because this is
It
as much
sucks.
as we'd love to, this is something that we do on the side as a hobby. All right, that's why we're by fans for fans. Is we've got other careers, families, and everything like that. So we ended up partnering with Fourth Wall, which is a third party party supplier that prints on demand, and now we can create a store through them and design some merchandise, and you get to go on just like you would on Fanatics, just like you would on any other platform where you're ordering apparel or merchandise. One thing that we do ask is because it is print on demand.
Appreciate you,
You
AJ.
know,
Hey, AJ, I'm
print
sorry.
on demand print on demand means that when you place the order, there's no stock of it. So it gets printed and then it gets shipped, which means that there's typically about probably a 2 week lead time between placing the order and actually receiving your product. So
It's like ordering from
bear,
Fanatics.
yep, not that
Yep,
much different
same
than order
shit.
from Fanatics. But be patient with that because in a world of instant gratification, for the most part, if I go and order something off Amazon, it's at my house tomorrow. Right. um,
No participation trophies here. You gotta wait. You gotta work for it.
We ain't got big enough for VN Prime yet. You know what I'm saying? That's coming.
Yeah, but we we're building a lot of shit. So we got a store, we're building it out, and we're gonna
yeah,
promote it. Like I said, Monday night for a little girl that has leukemia.
yep,
Her mom's gonna be joining us Monday night on a live podcast to talk about that story. So,
yep. So
but
stay
yeah,
tuned.
Antoine, I appreciate you as well too. You'll be there, don't I appreciate that, man.
Yep. So stay tuned as we roll that out. Because the first thing we're going to be rolling out is the Cora crew shirts with the schedules on the back, with 100% of those proceeds being donated directly to the family.
Yes. Yep.
Um, Antoine, comment for Dre. Dre, you've been on Johnny's show before, right? You should bring your friends over there and meet the community. I think that was you on his show.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
And then Draper dropped one comment in here. Merchandise. Dre knows me. Damn, broke my heart with that story. Checking on Monday to donate for that family's baby. Go Blue.
Appreciate it, Trooper.
Appreciate y'all, man.
I
Appreciate
can't wait to
y'all.
meet you two in person.
For sure.
Oh,
And on that note, we'll continue to remind you to tune in next Monday. If you're on our Facebook page or follow us on social media, we're probably gonna have a shitload of reminders to tune in on Monday. So be sure to tune in, and if you can't tune in Monday, be sure to catch it because you'll be able to donate after the fact too.
You'll be fucking the shit out of everyone about that.
Facts.
You better believe it.
And on that note, our intended 30-minute podcast is now approaching an hour and a half. So
That's our longest one ever, dude. You're lucky
I already knew, man. We were about to go over.
We were at like almost 49. Like I cleared some storage before we got into this.
So,
I'm like, 30 minutes. I go cut it.
Let's leave us with some content. Let's leave us with some content to cover here over the next couple of weeks before we get into the season. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the conversation. Please, if you haven't, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. But Dre, you want to sign us off?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Victors Nation podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, commenting, interacting with us, man. If y'all got any suggestions, feedbacks, please give it to us. We open to all of it. And love one another, respect one another, and go blue.
Go blue.